So this idea with the hands is that you could pull the joints open by pulling energy towards the center, or you could push them open by expanding out in all 6 directions. So down through the legs, out through the hands, out through the head, and down through the tail. So pull energy in through both hands as you stretch, and feel that the hand is opening the joints, and feel that you could pull that energy deep into your center. And at the same time, instead of pushing into the ground, feel like you're kind of pulling away from the ground. And it's the same thing, you're pulling the energy into the center. So you pull it in, you pull it in, pull it in. The channel running with the pinky and the ring finger gives you that sense the best of pulling the energy in. And then as you begin to press it out, push it out, it's going to be the thumb, index and middle finger. So pull it in, everything moving towards the center, and then you start to push. And as you push, your legs are expanding away from the center into the ground, and your hands are pushing out. Pull in and out. Initially, you can do a little more movement with it, but pay particular attention to the initiation, right? So it's all about how you initiate the movement that organizes the actual action itself. So go slow as you initiate. So begin to pull and see what you feel. Pull the energy in, you're directing your attention through to the center. However you want to imagine it through your body, you do that. And then you begin to move your hands a little more towards the middle. And you kind of go more into a crouched pattern. You're folding as you do that. So there, it's like you're preparing to jump up off of a diving board. So you pull the energy in. Then you switch it, you start to push it out. So as you push it out, feel that as you push, you expand your back, right? You get that bow present in the back, and you push it out, and you feel your feet push down to the ground, so that's the energy going down to the earth, and the energy comes out through the hands. The joints are still open, but you're now kind of pushing them open from the inside out. Switch, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in, and then switch, push it out, feel the difference, and then move. Pull it in, pause in that position, feel the difference, bring it in and move, switch, push, feel the expansion, and then move. All right, so get that feeling that you can sink a little more internally by slowing it down and feeling the quality of the initiation. Draw in. Feel the joints open. It's just very minute, the sensations, and then release. As far as what's happening in my hips and my abdominal region, there's a folding which is going to allow me to get power from my thighs and my butt. So that's going to be the hip power. Then I've got the abdominal rotation of my center. Right, so the front is kind of rotating this way, the back is going opposite. So that gives me the core muscle power. And then there's the breathing. Right, so with the breathing, there's breathing and expanding the back. So you have intra-abdominal pressure, and then as you go out, you exhale. That's a usage of intra-abdominal pressure. to get that extra power and speed. But realize that the bones and the connective tissue are doing a lot of the work, if not most. So breathing is important. You definitely don't want to hold your breath, but don't get too caught up with just constantly monitoring your breath. Let the movement just kind of create the breath itself. Draw in and out. Expand in and out. Draw those joints open, pull them open, and release. Pull them open, release. Pull open, expand the back, release. Pull open, release. 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 Switch to 1. We did the cloud hands before. Pull in. Release. Pull in. Release. Release. And just kind of notice also where you screw it up. I certainly screwed up plenty of times. But the quality of the intention, how you initiate, how you weight shift, how you use your hips, how you use your center, how you use the back, all those give you good information that you kind of keep learning. Sometimes it all kind of comes together really nicely. And if you want to get into the quicker kind of punch that would just give you more velocity. It wouldn't necessarily give you more power, right? The idea is with more velocity, acceleration, you could penetrate deeper into an opponent, but it won't necessarily give you as much of a net effect in terms of net power. So as you draw the energy in, check out these kids here. I like to give them a little whack. So pull the energy in and then release. Pull in, release. Pull everything in. Legs up into the center, arms up into the center, around the back a little bit. All right, so I'm pulling up the back, breathing in to the crown, and then release. And then you could narrow your stance just to a regular stance and see if you're able to still convey the same quality of power and intention to the movement. So it's the same kind of deal. Draw the energy in and release. Draw the energy in, release. Draw in, release. Like I'm gonna come off of a diving board. So as I sink into the board, storing energy, board's going down, drawing everything in, and then I'm gonna jump up as high as I can as I get that. So there's that push down that also pushes up into my crown. And you could do it with other joints. It's kind of like having a controlled, violent sneeze, right? So if you sneeze, right, you just get all that stuff out of you. But as you do that, you go into this quick flexion kind of pattern. Good. Just kind of pull the energy back in, feel the hands. Come into tree posture. And notice what you notice. Good. Finish there.